How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Skyrim Special Edition. We are currently in the Soul Cairn. We've killed the 3 Guardians. We're looking for a soul, honestly. And I guess we're looking for a page from St. Jude's Opus, but that's kind of like a secondary concern, really. This building here looks promising. Nope, okay. So the one we're looking for is like a maze. I wonder. We already have it equipped. Okay.
What?
Oh, that worked. How you doing?
Do you know I visited elsewhere once? What a strange and wondrous place.
The Vortex is not having fun. Occasionally Vortex does that. Because I tried to get nope. I tried to mod Skyrim, not Skyrim, Oblivion. And Oblivion's stored on my external hard drive. And Vortex really doesn't like that. It's not smooth brain, but it's not gonna figure that out by itself, right? So it's every time I open up Vortex, it's like you can't do that. And I'm like, we're not trying to do that, Vortex. We're doing something else today, and Vortex is still just adamant that we should not be modding Oblivion when we're not trying to mod Oblivion. I might need a map of this place as this continues, because we are getting nowhere fast. But it's not as if we have anywhere to go fast, right? I find it hard to believe. Hey, there's a jump key. I was playing some Elden Ring earlier, and the jump key in that one is F, which toggles POV in Skyrim, and then the sprint key is space, and it's hard to wrap my head around. We're just following the barrier in hopes that we find a building that can get us what we want. Now, I'm 90% sure this isn't the one. There's a soul gems cache. There's also a guy standing on top of it, but I don't see a way to get up there. So we're not gonna bother. Alright, this looks a little promising. Yeah, this is it. Maybe. No, this is the same building I was just in. gonna have to go back through, aren't I? It's just not here. I'd also like to return Arvak's skull, so that I can get a horse. Which is probably something I should have done earlier. He's on the road to not Indigo. Serrana's mother. I'm like, are we with Indigo right now? It's been a while since I've seen the bloke. I hope he's doing well. I think he's just inside here. It might be this guy here. But no.
I yearn to see the great dunes of Hammerfell once again.
Dead dragons. What are you? Too small to be what I'm looking for. We might actually have it in our quest log. Turn Arvak's skull. Yeah, we kind of want that. That'd be over here, I guess. Having quite the oddity, aren't we? Just living eternally in a living eternally in the soul kern. I do need to get out of here somewhat soon. Was he really all the way over here? I don't know how we ever found him if that's the case. There's a perk in the main game and in Ordinator called Respite, which restores stamina with health. Very, very good.
He's such a... He'll help you. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me.
Oh, I will.
Of course.
Where did you go, by the way? You're trapped here eternally. Where are you? We want to favorite that. And bring up our favorite bar. I'm gonna change R back to 1. What we seek was not here. Well, we got our back. Is this faster than the restoration run method? Probably not, if we're being honest. I think I'm gonna have to look up where this location is. Yeah, apparently Alt-R brings up the NVIDIA overlay, performance overlay. That's kind of neat. Didn't know that was a thing. Oh, this is it. I know I've said that many times, but I will finally get my soul back. Oop, not that one. Ooh, Daedra Heart. Yeah, so Mehrunes Dagon actually invaded this place before. Just like he's invaded Tamriel, he's invaded the Soulcairn. Why he did it? It was kind of like a pit stop on the way to the Imperial Battlesphere. There you go, I must have brushed up against something. Okay, we can actually go just meet Valia. The Mother Lady. We're gonna go see the Mother Lady. We can get out of Soulcairn. Continue either Dawnguard or main quest, make progress, you know, that kind of thing. We haven't been doing that for a while, but that's because I missed out a speech option and did not go find my soul. I got my soul back. I am no longer weakened. And I do believe I've taken most of the interesting things in this area.
You managed to destroy all three? Yes. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Are you slightly concerned that I don't have your daughter with me? Because if I were you, that person that you didn't trust, who disappeared with your daughter, and then just came back without your daughter, I would be worried about that. Let's get Arniel Shade out. He's the best fighter we have at the moment. Recently, I've been on a really big Game of Thrones lore kick. So, we're gonna use Icy Spear for this fight. lot is happening. Although I think our mage armada has cleared up the ground. Guild him dead. Oh god, what's wrong with your mouth, Dernovier?
I never thought I'd witness the death of that druid.
We did it! We killed Dernovier. You proud?
Forgive my astonishment, but I never saw you. Unless the soul of a dragon is it? It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Dernavier's physical limits. Now, let's get you the Elder Scrolls and
You leading
be
us
on
to the
your
scroll?
way.
You know, I don't come here often enough as, Oi! Elder Scroll.
What did you want?
That's it. That's the last scroll.
The Elder Scroll of Blood.
Let's take it to Dexter.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder, I have no. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun after what I've put so. Remember, and promise me you'll keep my daughters.
I think I could be doing this
She's
alone.
the only thing done.
I don't know, one of the great shames I feel of the, Dawnguard DLC is that you really couldn't, like, hard side with the Dawnguard. Like, you always are gonna have Serana on side, right?
Stay your weapons.
And when
I
you...
would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your top. Your words. My desire to speak with you was I merely wish to. For countless years before this, I roamed the sky. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
Well, about that, if you actually just turn into Dragon Bones, like, Alduin will bring you back to life.
I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my food. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you... In my language, the Quinarin is the Vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. You are the Dova King. The
Yeah, I
dragon.
guess that's true.
You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right. There was a time when the Dova roamed the skies. I was. But unlike some of... I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan, the ancient forbidden art that you call. The Ideal Masters assured me that in return, I was to serve them as I discovered too late. They had control of my mind, but for free. No. I have the soul. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
I was saying what I don't like about the DLC, right? One of the things I love is speaking with Durnavir and having Durnavir as an ally. Dude's voice is amazing. Could listen to that all day. And it's just really cool. Like the Necromancer Dragon, that's always really fun. Like the other Necromancer Dragons we see, like the Lich Dragon in Elden Ring. He was dope, and like I didn't find him during my first playthrough, and I feed him in my second playthrough. And he was really, really cool. Like I could not ask for a cooler dragon fight. And then I found Plegisax later, and it's like, all right, Elden Ring's got some dope dragon fights. I don't know. We're in another period of time where it's like the hype has kind of died down around Elden Ring. You can get like the baseline reflection about what you think about the game and how it is. Like I think Elden Ring is actually like a really good addition to the Soul series, right? It's like I know there were a lot of people questioning the open world features of it, but at the same time, it's like it's made it so much more accessible. And like people think that it's not part of the Dark Souls formula, but like once you know how to play a Dark Souls game, it's basically an open world game too, right? Like if you were an experienced DS1 player, you know to get the master key, and then you can pretty much go anywhere you want. The game is segmented off into two halves, and the first half of the game is completely open to you. As long as you know where you're going, you'll be doing fine. So I have 3 Elder Scrolls now, right?
Let's get indoors.
We just left the outside world. What's around there? Remove it. So we're going over to Fort Dawnguard, I guess. Which is a little hard to see, actually. Yeah, I can't see it.
In a cave.
We'll have to do it the difficult way. Yeah, there you go. The Dawnblade Awakens. See what Dexian's up to. He's probably blind by now. Am I right? Probably. He claims to be here, but he is not. Which means he's upstairs. Probably, right? He's just hanging out in Isran's bedroom for some reason.
I trust your journey was successful. I'm sorry, my friend. It's I thought I'd be able to allay the blind. Yet, no. It will have to run its course. No, there is another. I can't guarantee you'd be free. Scattered across town, performing the ritual of the ancestor. It involves carefully once enough of the moths are following. In keeping every moth priest is, from what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're...
Let's go. We probably will not make it through that quest in this episode, but you know, we'll never know. Let's get started. We got time. We only have some time, not a lot of time, but it's not a big deal. South we go.
We seem to have attracted the attention of a...
Yeah, I've been playing some Halo Infinite in my spare time to try and increase my skill with the keyboard. Wow, you are tanky. There we go. Did you do it in a go? Wow, look at him. All brave and stuff. You got it in a go. I don't know why they suddenly attacked me. I was just minding my own business. I guess they're bandits, right? Bandits gotta attack people who are minding their own business. What a foolish question I put forth. Anything behind the waterfall? I was told that there's always something behind the waterfall, but I guess that was a lie, huh? So the grove we're looking for is up there. I should probably stop by Aurelian's too at some point to drop off these Elder Scrolls, but that'll be after we do this quest because we can't drop them until we have completed their quest, right? And we've completed the one for the dragon quest, so that one, in theory, we'd be able to drop it because we have dragon, not dragon, Dawn Guard installed. It's technically not completed because you need it for the Dawn Guard one. I wonder, because in the base game, there is something you can do with the Elder Scroll after you do the main quest, right? You can donate it to the College of Winterhold. I wonder if the developers programmed something for the scenario where you played through the game and then you did the Dawn Guard DLC, right? So you didn't have the Dawn Guard DLC when you first played through the game because the DLC didn't come out with the game, right? So if you give Urag the Dragon Elder Scroll, but then you need it to complete this quest, is there a dialogue option where you go back to Urag and say, hey, I know I gave you this Elder Scroll for like the collection and whatnot, but I kind of need it back for a couple days or hours or maybe? Do I need to go gather bark from this tree? Which is cool. They gave it like its own custom animation. Like it's a bit janky, right? Look at that. That's pretty janky. And now we gotta collect moss. We are actually at 30 minutes though, so I will probably end it off here before we have to collect all of the moth. The way they collect moth is pretty simple. You just kind of walk into them. Like, see? I got a moth. Alright, well, we'll end it off there. New save. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.